After Election Day, one might ask why it takes so long to certify the election. Counties actually have 30 days to complete the official canvass. While there are many tasks to be accomplished, there are 4 critical items that must be completed before we certify the election. 1, all eligible ballots are to be counted. Number 2, we have to ensure that voters only voted once. 3, we have to ensure that proper procedures were followed on Election Day. And 4, we're ensuring that the tabulation system is properly counting ballots.
After Election Day, there are still thousands of ballots that need to be counted and are eligible to be counted. We count these on our high-speed scanning system, which scans about 8,000 to 10,000 ballots an hour. Ballots that are processed through here, some have issues that need to be reviewed by a person. Those ballots go to our adjudication system where 2 people will review the issues, agree on a resolution, and then apply the voters' votes. After we process all the ballots through our high-speed scanning system, we have many tasks that have to be completed to make sure that all the ballots are counted accurately and correctly. This is ballot duplication. Sometimes ballots are damaged and can't be read by our scanners. This ballot here is ripped in half and won't be read. So we have to duplicate it onto a new ballot that will be read by the scanners. To do that, first we do some paperwork. We assign each original ballot a sequence number. The ballot is then duplicated and printed on a new clean ballot. And we add that sequence number to that ballot so that in case anyone ever asks, why did you create this ballot, we can reference back to the original and show them the original vote of the voter. This is the 1% manual tally. After each election, we have to count 1% of the batches by hand. We select those batches using dice, and then we pull the ballots, count them, 2 people, verify that the results match what the central count scanner has counted.
Hello, my name is Jose Gonzalez, and I am part of the Election Day operations team. One of our tasks during the canvass is to conduct a reconciliation of the number of signatures recorded on the electronic roster to the number of ballots cast at every in-person voting location. To do this, we review the number of ballot cards that were returned and then centrally counted here at our office, any ballots that were spoiled, ballots that were cast provisionally, the ballot statement, which includes the poll worker's hand count, and the number of signatures collected on the electronic roster. All of this is done with the goal of balancing the number of signatures to ballots. If there are any discrepancies, we go through a series of reviews of the provisional rosters and envelopes, roster notes pages, and Election Day Command Center call logs. Usually, these discrepancies are due to an error in polling place procedures and are resolved quickly. A summary of the findings of the reconciliation process can be made available for public review after the canvassing period. So this is the electronic poll book. This is the device that every voter visiting an in-person voting location would sign in on. It is a great tool for us because it allows us to see if any voter has already voted, whether that be by visiting an in-person voting location or returning the vote by mail ballot that they received. It is also a great tool because it allows this reconciliation process to become a little bit quicker and easier because it allows us to extract the number of voters, signatures, and voter information that have signed in on those pads throughout Election Day and early voting.
I'm here to clarify what voting provisionally means. If a voter arrives at the polls and finds out that the poll worker is unable to determine their eligibility to vote, they will be given the opportunity to vote provisionally. How does that work? A voter casts their ballot and places it inside one of these provisional envelopes on which they will fill out their voter information. The envelope is brought to our office where our elections division team determines if we are able to count the ballot inside by verifying the information is accurate and that a voter has not already voted in this election. These ballots are counted like any other ballot during the canvass process. A voter who hasn't registered before the deadline or needs to update their information can fill out one of these envelopes as part of a process called conditional voter registration. This way, they can be registered and have their vote counted for this election and be able to vote in future elections as well.